Also gut, Ant Williams ist so gesehen dann auch raus und dann bleibt nur Chuck Brody über. Chat, ihr seid super. Komm, ich baller auch nur Liebe raus. Oh, Pikfa! So. Danke für den Lurk. Das heißt, ich muss jetzt wieder mit ihr sprechen, ne?
How's it going?
Bin bereit.
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
Ja. Bis deppert, das war jetzt kompliziert.
I'm sure. Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
Chuck Brody.
And where will I find them?
An der Tankstelle. An der Tankstelle. Ja.
The gas station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
Mir hat der Part voll Spaß. Ja, es ist genial, aber ich hätte mich gar nicht auf die deutsche Übersetzung stürzen sollen. Das war vielleicht auch nicht ganz leicht.
Brody, listen, I know this sounds crazy.
Hallöchen Pepper the Bear und danke für deinen Lurk.
You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
A whistling man? Who the hell are you? Who is this?
This is Forrest Nash. Listen, the whistling man's back. We found a list with your name on it and...
Oh God. It's today. The year I finally let myself forget.
Forget? Forget what?
Forget. No,
Uh-oh.
man.
Uh-oh.
I gotta get out of here.
I think he ran off.
Oh, wow.
Well, fingers crossed that Chuck... Jesus!
It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Uh-oh.
Is Chuck?
I don't know.
Hang on, we're getting a call.
Hello?
Chuck?
Chuck!
Forrest. No
Wow.
goddamn
Das
gas
war lucky.
station's gone up.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so. I got everyone to follow me out. Town's only ambulance was blown to hell, though. Yeah. Damn it, that fireball threw me. I've got to get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great. Forrest, man, I can't thank you enough, but... Yeah.
So ein Feuerball, Junge.
Wait, Damn it. We lost him. What was that about today?
Oh, Forrest, the call board is lighting up. Get us into some music while I
Da
deal with
leuchtet gar
this.
nichts. Achso.
Here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16.
KFAM.
The Stream.
Bei TschiOne, der Stream. Ja, und jetzt?
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him.
Okay.
Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By
Okay.
we, you mean me, right?
Genau.
Yep. Like
Das
I
war
said,
klar.
I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that
Natürlich.
medicine room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Natürlich.
Me too.
Ja, genau. Here's some music while our town is exploding. Genau das nämlich. Also gut, Leute, wir gehen wieder in den Keller. Downtown Boy. So. Das ist ja mal bombastische Musik. Oh ja. Ich hasse diesen Keller so sehr. Er ist unangenehm. Ist halt alleine das ist schon super gruselig, ne?
A key. Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Lagerraum. Das muss dann der Raum da vorne sein, der nicht aufging. Ei. Ei. Was mich sehr belastet ist, dass die Türen alle wieder zufallen. Warte, bis du den ganzen Keller siehst. Oh Gott. Oh Gott. Die Türen sind so geil. Das ist so geil. Dass du die nicht zumachen kannst halt einfach.
Hey, Forrest!
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Uff. Ja, genau, die Türen. Geschleicht die. Oh, danke für diesen wundervollen Skill. Der war super nett. Wenn ich gerade am Anscheißen bin. Immer wieder gern, ja.
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
Hier ist ein Foto, wo auf ein Regal abgebildet ist. Mit einem Radio drauf. Hier gibt es noch einiges zu erledigen, bevor er diesen Ort verlassen kann. Aha. Okay. Das mitnehmen vielleicht? Nee. Kann ich hier jetzt noch raus? Nö. Das heißt, ich muss jetzt... Hä? Okay.
Forrest, you should listen to that first tape you found.
Ja, wie soll es denn anhören, wenn ich nicht rausgehen kann, du Nudel? Ich brauche mal einen Kassettenrekorder. Ah, warte mal, Moment. Steht er doch. Chat, warum sagt sie nichts? Steht ja eh da, der Kassettenrekorder.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps, find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Mhm. Darf jetzt hier rausgehen? Vor hier nur ca. 2,5 Stunden. Okay.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death...
Okay. Oh! Ich habe so viele Punkte, ich kann mir Skills craften. Yay! Es tut mir leid für dich, aber es freut mich für mich. Bisschen Lachgummi für die Stimmung. Yes! System Overview. Ach, das ist eine Alarmanlage. Access Code, Maintenance Call Code, Alarmtest. Alter! Alter! Einfach nur Alter! Delivery Note. Uff. Starling Security. Intern Order. Supervisor C. Atkins. Delivery Methodisten Van. Hier sind geschickt worden ans Hospital. Da sind auch Nummern mit dabei. 1030. Geliefert und installiert. Bei dem Woodside Apartment unable to install require new parts. New installation date 17. September und KFAM Radio Station auch nur geliefert. Client opted for manual. Ah, okay, da hat der Cliff gesagt, okay, ja, man macht das selbst. Okay. Gut, ich meine, wir haben jetzt eine Beschreibung für diese Alarmanlage gefunden, für diese gelieferte mitsamt Lieferbestellung. Ja, was sagt mir das?
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death. Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor
Wo soll das sein? Moment.
subject has been deceased for 5 hours.
Hä? Seit wann geht's denn hier weiter? War das vorher auch schon da? Das ist der Teppich.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Ach du Kacke, jetzt weiß ich, was du meinst mit dem ganzen Keller. Jetzt weiß ich, was du meinst. Ja, guck dir den Keller mal an. Das ist ja Wahnsinn. Schau dir das an, das nimmt überhaupt kein Ende.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now
Warum?
is that I can save some folk from the worst. That I can, I don't know, do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say, that I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
Wie verrückt. Jetzt wird's dann langsam crazy, das Ganze. Habe ich den eigentlich auch?
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation.
Der fehlt mir noch.
However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Puh.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. There's
Puh.
also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but
Wow.
maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything, Forrest?
I think there's gotta be more down here. I need to find all the
Okay.
tapes.
You think so? How much did Clive hide down there? Well, if there are more tapes, then there must be more maps to follow,
Ah, shit, ich
right?
bin so doof.
That seems to be
Ich
the
habe bei dem
case.
anderen Radio nicht
Alright
geguckt
then.
wegen einem weiteren,
Buzz the intercom when you find
wegen einem
something and
weiteren
want to
Bild.
discuss it.
Scheiße, den finde ich nie wieder. Ach Mist. War nicht so schlimm, dafür 500 Punkte ausgegeben. Das passt schon so, das passt schon so. Die Itzi kostet nur 100. Oh, wow. Das ist eine wilde Story hier. Also gut, muss ich noch... I'm loving my chat loves me. So, wo war denn das eine Radio jetzt, das ich da irgendwo beim Viren rumlaufen entdeckt habe? War das hier?
Small lacerations to arms, legs and face, typically obtained by
Habe ich noch gar nicht gehabt, das Radio hier, oder?
severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Ja, das ist die Story of my life. Damit, das ist die Story of my life. Mal was Cutes, ja, genau das. Habe ich das schon?
Small
Oh,
lacerations
ja.
to arms, legs and face, typically obtained by running through.
Aber war das jetzt das letzte? Weil ich weiß jetzt nicht genau, ob ich das Radio, also dieses Tape vorher schon hatte. Da bin ich mir jetzt nicht sicher. Das hatte ich schon, das weiß ich.
There appears to be a post-mortem.
Ich glaube, das eine hatte ich übersehen vorhin mit den Schnittwunden. Ich bin mir aber nicht hundertprozentig sicher. Hier haben wir ja das Bild auch schon raus, das haben wir auch schon.
Coroner's opinion,
Warte mal, da
the
ist noch
suspect
was.
likely feared
Now
for
this
his
has to be
life
important.
and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into
Report
a
of
bumpy
investigation.
wall.
Aha.
His head was knocked
I'm
out
sorry I made you
and
do
drowned.
I made you do this,
Following
Virginia.
that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk.
Okay. Okay, ich glaube, das hat uns tatsächlich noch gefehlt. Was haben wir hier noch? Was? Humpty Dumpty? A story of... Ja, wow. Humpty Dumpty sitzt auf der Mauer. Aua.
If you're listening to this,
Achso, ja, komm, passt schon, danke. Kenne ich schon. Na, Laden zum Aufmachen, das auch noch.
Ooh, a new vinyl for my collection.
Oh, ich habe eine Platte gesammelt, der Eye of the Tiger. It's the Eye of the Tiger, it's the thrill of the night. Okay, schauen wir mal, ob das langt, was wir jetzt haben. Es gibt immer erstes Mal. Ja, seit ich Dixbar kenne und habe, sind auch Hello Kitty und ich dickste Freunde.
What have you found, Forrest?
Found another tape. It talks more
Mhm,
about how
also
George
doch,
died.
habe ich recht
What
gehabt, ja.
did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
The toxicology tape made it sound like he was highly stressed, maybe terrified of something. I think he was chased. In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
Moved the body? How weird.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded the doctor, Dr. Sullivan, to stop recording.
Dr. Sullivan. Wait, Virginia Sullivan?
Genau.
She was her caller from earlier.
Well, then our caller was involved in a conspiracy around this boy's death.
Ja.
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our
Ja.
coroner.
Genau.
Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia? Do you think you found everything?
Oh.
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our
Einfach
next
nur
steps.
uff. Clives Forschung aufgedeckt. Es ist 3 Uhr. Es ist hier noch immer mitten in der Nacht. Ja, eigentlich.
God,
Ich
you're
auch.
back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really, how are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the
Ist
plan
gut,
now?
Henkel.
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line. When you're ready, shut the music off.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash.
Boah, das ist eine wilde Sache
We're
hier, die Story,
circling
ne?
closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Fretman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you? Goose.
Plunker, hey, it's the radio man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
What's up?
Mystery saving lives, the huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that.
Um nach dieser
whistling
Pfeife Ausschau
bird.
zu halten.
So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who
Ja,
is this?
mega, gell,
Hey,
Despo?
Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Ich wäre auch nervös. Wir müssen reden. Puh, was nehmen wir denn da jetzt?
Don't
Oh,
be
boss.
sorry. You've been through a lot.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
I thought I was. I thought.
Easy. We're not calling to talk about earlier. We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Irgendeine Idee? Clive. Clive, komm.
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
Aha.
Why are you so certain Clive's the whistling man?
Because all those years ago,
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest well,
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them, and we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick.
Man kennt's, ne?
For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment. if I did what he said, and that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but
Ich habe mir schon gedacht, dass das sowas in die Richtung gehen wird.
you have to understand, she needed me.
We understand.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
Okay, spannend. Spannend, tatsächlich.
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details? We could try Sandra.
What would Sandra know?
I don't know, but we have to start somewhere. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her.
Okay.
Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
All right,
Vorsicht
calling her now.
ist mein zweiter
Hopefully
Vorname.
she's at her jazz studio. Aha! Forrest
Aha.
through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of 189.16, The Scream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved
Siehste?
my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you ask.